What's going on, guys? Just wanted to take a little minute to show you guys my new setup. Um, like I said, this was something that kind of just sporadically happened. Like I said, I've always been a Glock guy. I own a couple 19X, 43X. Like I said, I've owned others. Obviously, there's a lot of Glock clones out there. Past couple years, there's obviously so many different companies and brands, like I said, that are producing parts for the Gen 3, from slides to frames to internals, all kinds of stuff. I've been wanting to do one of these for a little while. Been wanting to get into the P80 specifically. However, didn't want my first one to be fully built 80. Wanted to kind of branch out and kind of step outside my boundaries and wanted to do a Glock clone, but still looking for the reliability. So, like I said, this is the way that I did it. Yeah, just wanted to share with you guys kind of some of my experiences and kind of what I ran into. Yeah, go from there. So, obviously, and this holster was just an extra 19 holster that I had. It's made by a company, LAG Tactical. Picked it up at a local gun shop near me. I think like 40 bucks. It was on sale. I used it for a little while. Excuse me, pardon my voice. Allergies are crazy out here. But yeah, I did have to take a heat gun to it to modify it a little bit, just because you'll see in a minute the trigger housing is a little bit different on the P80s. But other than that, like I said, we'll start with the gun. Obviously, as you guys can see, it is clear. Just wanted to, like I said, start with the frame. Would be a P80. Obviously, it's a serialized frame. I did order this from Delta Team Tactical, which I will say I wouldn't recommend. Probably won't do business with them again. Only because, like I said, the amount of time and the lack of communication. It took me probably 2 months to get this shipped to my local FFL that I use. And it was such a pain to get any type of updates from them. At one point, I didn't even know if I was going to get it or not. But, anyways, like I said, so we have a P80 cobalt gray frame. It did come with the lower parts kit. However, it was installed already, which, like I said, was kind of cool, although I wouldn't mind doing it. As far as the slide, it did take me a little while to kind of figure out what I wanted to do. I didn't know if I wanted to color match. I didn't know if I wanted to be unique and do like, OD green or FDE or something of that nature with all kinds of different cuts and stuff like that. But I just kind of wanted to keep it basic and clean. I did end up going with the gray Palmetto State Dagger slide. Got it on sale. It was about 164 bucks. Which isn't bad. Like I said, it has an RMR cut, which I do plan on getting a hollow sun to run on here. I did pick up just the frame, just the slide by itself without the barrel, and the guide rod. It did have the night sights and all the other parts inside of it already. I ended up going with a Combat Armory 19 threaded barrel, which you can't beat the freaking price, man. I'm talking $34.99 before taxing. Or tax and shipping. Couldn't beat it. And the crazy part is the freaking barrel, when it was mailed to me, somebody, I don't know if they stole it out the mailbox or what happened, if it got lost in transit, but I get the envelope. And at the time I was excited because it was the last thing I was waiting for. And literally I opened it up and there's no barrel. So of course I called the postal office, had the worst experience ever with them, and I actually called Combat Armory, and based on my experience with Delta Team Tactical, I just knew that here we go again, this is going to be an awful experience, I'm not going to be able to get a hold of them. But literally I called them, the phone rang twice, and the guy picks up. I tell him what happened. He was super freaking nice, overnighted me a whole new barrel and gave me a thread protector, which was pretty freaking sweet. So like I said, definitely shop with Combat Armory. Awesome customer service, great products, and you can't beat the price. Other than that, obviously it does have suppressor high sights on it, which are obviously gonna be a mandatory if you're gonna be running a red dot. The one thing I will say, this obviously was intended to be a budget build. I mean, obviously I didn't want to cheap out, and substitute, reliability with budget, but I wanted to spend as less money possible to have, a functioning Glock clone. That was the whole idea of this experience. I think all in all, I have about $275 in this, which is absolutely crazy. The only reason I bought the frame through Delta Team Tactical, honestly, is because they had serialized frames on sale for 69 bucks, which is insane. Because I was looking at the SCT frame as well, but the only color they have is black. But those things are only $49.99, which is a great bargain as well. Which I do plan on picking one of those up as well. But the only thing I will say, like I said, I do plan on running just a standard 19 mag. I probably will do an additional, uh, you know, um, mag extension on that particular one as well. This goes to my 19X. Obviously, as you can see, the color looks really good with that. This is the only one I had kind of to my access at the moment. But yeah, so like I said, I probably plan on running a regular 19 mag and doing maybe like a gunmetal to match the gun mag extension. I don't know if I'll use shield arms or who I'll end up using with that, but we'll see. But the only thing I will say that I've kind of noticed that maybe out of spec, even though it is a serialized frame, and like I said, they did everything for me. I didn't have to worry about machining nothing, drilling nothing. Obviously, it is registered in my name, which I guess could be the downfall for some folks out there. For me, I don't really care. Like I said, I buy guns to, you know, practice my Second Amendment and take care of, protect my family, most importantly. But like I said, what I will say that I'm probably a little upset about would be the guide rod and recoil spring. I went with an eBay one. It was like 12 bucks. Everything I read was, get stock, get the stock, get the stock. But I've noticed that sometimes I have issues with the gun going all the way into battery. Now, obviously, I haven't fired it yet. And a lot of people are saying, oh, just run the gun, keep it oiled, polish this, polish that. However, like I said, everything I'm reading is saying that it's going to be the recoil spring and the guide rod. I should have went with 20 pounds. So I'm not sure about that. That's just something that I'm going to have to try, see what happens, and keep you guys updated. But overall, like I said, let's see if I can get it to do it. See how it kind of has that hesitation right there? See? The trigger, it's okay. I mean, for the price, here we go. There it goes. Locked up right there on me. And then I trigger reset. Yeah, so, like I said, overall, that's kind of my experience on it. Like I said, you guys comment, let me know what your thoughts are. What you think that, I should do as far as the recoil spring and the guide rod. And yeah, just like I said, let me know what you think about the setup. Ultimately, I mean, you really can't beat it for the price. It's kind of crazy. I do plan on, like I said, doing some other things. Definitely going to be running a red dot on it. I'm going to get a mag that looks a little bit cleaner with the setup. I don't think I'm going to mess with anything else. I probably will just leave the trigger how it is unless it's just absolutely trash when I shoot it. I do plan on probably getting something and putting some type of dot there that I'm able to see, or just completely swapping it out with something that has some type of dot right there, so I can have a little bit better vision when I'm trying to look at the irons. But other than that, like I said, you guys let me know.